Off the coast of Great Britain, the Karlsruhe-based energy group EnBW plans to work with British BP to build wind farms to supply around 3.4 million households with electricity. In an auction for the allocation of land rights, the partners have won the bid for two large areas in the Irish Sea, as the companies announced on Monday. The two offshore wind farms, which EnBW and BP are planning in equal parts, should have a total output of 3 gigawatts and will only go into operation from 2028. EnBW boss Frank Mastio reminds that Great Britain is currently the largest offshore market in the world. In addition, with BP, they have a strong partner with international experience in the offshore business. After receiving the land rights, environmental investigations would now be due, among other things. The specific projects still have to be approved. The areas are in the sea between the Isle of Man and northwest England at the level of the Lake District National Park. EnBW has been expanding the renewable energies business for years. By 2025, a good half of the generation portfolio should consist of this. This is linked to investments in the billions. In addition to large wind turbines, for example in the Baltic Sea, the program also includes international projects, for example in the USA and Taiwan. The first of 90 offshore turbines has been erected in the Triton Knoll offshore wind farm in the UK off the coast of Lincolnshire. The first Vestas V164 turbine, which was successfully installed in the Triton Knoll wind farm on January 24th, is one of the most powerful wind turbines in the world with an output of 9.5 megawatts. The British offshore wind farm Triton Knoll has been under construction since January 2020 and is being built on the British east coast, about 32 kilometers off the coast of Lincolnshire and 45 kilometers off the coast of Norfolk in the North Sea. When all 90 offshore wind turbines have been erected, the maximum installed capacity according to RWE is 857 megawatts. RWE, previously Innogy, has a 59% stake in the Triton Knoll offshore wind farm, G-Power with 24%, and the Japanese Kansai Electric Power with 16%. RWE is building the offshore wind farm and will operate the project on behalf of the partnership. EDF Renewables plans to build a second phase of the Blythe offshore demonstrator, the BOD, floating offshore wind farm off the Northumberland coast in the UK. The location of the project is approximately 14 kilometers from the coast in a water depth of approximately 55 meters. The first phase of the wind farm consists of 5 floating wind turbines with a total output of 41.5 megawatts and was built in 2017. The capacity for the second phase is yet to be determined, but the current approval for the BOD wind farm is designed for a maximum of 99.9 megawatts, so that a remaining capacity of 58.4 megawatts remains. In order to use the Blythe site in the second phase for the installation of up to 5 more turbines, EDF Renewables is aiming to change the permit. It remains to be seen which of the technology options will be used for floating offshore platforms. The final design will be determined in further detailed technical studies. Furthermore, it has not yet been decided which main contractors, including manufacturer of the wind turbines, will be commissioned. The time schedule for the development of the second BOD phase has not yet been finalized either. However, subject to detailed planning, full commissioning is planned by spring 2025. A key requirement of the project is to demonstrate new and innovative technologies that have the potential to reduce the cost of developing offshore wind turbines, floating and fixed. EDF Renewables therefore works closely with suppliers and research institutions such as the Offshore Renewable Energy Catapult. The Norwegian energy company Equinor has reached an agreement with the Italian energy group Eni to purchase a stake in the Dogger Bank offshore wind farm projects A and B. Eni will then acquire a 10% stake package from Equinor for a total price of approximately 202.5 million euros. Eni will enter the assets from the project finance financial close that was reached on November 25th already. Equinor's previous loan financing of approximately 185 million was repaid after the financial close. Equinor is pursuing the previous strategy of accessing attractive areas early and on a large scale in order to then manufacture the projects and reduce the risk, says Paul Eiterheim, Executive Vice President New Energy Solutions at Equinor. Equinor and SSE Renewables secured 3.6 gigawatts of offshore wind contracts for the three clusters of Dogger Bank, Dogger Bank A, Dogger Bank B and Dogger Bank C under the UK's government's 2019 differential auction. Dogger Bank A and B recently reached financial close. Dogger Bank C is being developed on a different time frame. The ownership structure of Dogger C with 1.2 gigawatts, in which Equinor and SSE each hold 50%, have not changed. The transaction is expected to close in early 2021, subject to regulatory and lender approvals and customary purchase price adjustments. And that was definitely not much with Brexit. What I want to show, all different kinds of developments that will be affected or have effect on Brexit. And so I sometimes see the question in the comments, what does that have to do with Brexit? All kind of trade has to do with Brexit, if you see the direct connection or not. And so you will see on this channel many topics regarding the UK where especially Brexiteers will ask, why is he talking about this? I have to talk about because there's far more interconnection than you might imagine. And if you want to stay informed, please subscribe to my channel and to my other channels. I'll see you in my next video. Auf Wiedersehen.